Hey guys, welcome to Manoeuvre. I'm Advocate Nisha Lotia and my today's session is about NCHMT JEE 2021 preparation for hotel management. Guys, to get into the top IHM colleges, it is mandatory that you understand the competition level, the syllabus for the exam. Guys, very important is the competition level. आपको पता होना चाहिए कितने number of students appear कर रहे हैं, what are the cutoffs, everything. The competition level has to be taken very seriously when it comes to entrance exam, guys. Okay, next is the syllabus, guys. Very important is the syllabus awareness. ओके द नेक्स्ट कम इज द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. अगर आप कोई टॉपिक पढ़ते हो लेकिन उस पे से फिर किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ओके, सो ये अगर तीन आप सीरियसली लेते हो, आई एम श्योर यू गोना स्कोर मच बेटर देन एक्सपेक्टेड. ओके, दिस इज अ स्ट्रैटेजी, दिस इज अ वे टू प्रिपेयर योर सेल्फ फॉर द एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स. ओके, सो I am happy over here to announce that during this lockdown period, you use your time positively. Okay, so we here at Manoeuvre, we are announcing a show series. Okay, जहाँ पे हम लोग आपको एक show देंगे पूरा. Okay, so this is going to be the first show where we will give you the strategy to solve a particular type of a question. Okay, the strategy, and we ourselves will solve some few questions with you from the same question type. Okay, so whereby you can understand the question and even analyze the question, which will help you a lot in your entrance exam, guys. So this show, the first show, is about the English section, where you have a topic called as error deduction and sentence improvement, guys. Okay, but before getting started, let me inform you about the online program what Manoeuvre is offering you during this lockdown periods. Guys, stay home, stay safe, but keep on your target. आपका target आपको clear होना चाहिए. Keep on the things that will help you achieve your target. So the online live preparation for the JEE 2021 is going to start from June first week itself, guys. Very important is the time frame. अगर आप आपका the earlier the better. अगर आप starting से ही आपका preparation शुरू कर देते हो, so you will be having lots of time to appear the mocks and analyze it, which is one of the most important and crucial part before appearing the exams, guys. So this is our call and WhatsApp number. Okay, so for any more information for the inquiry to enroll yourself, do feel to call up on this number. Okay, and our counselors will be really happy to help you. For any other assistance or for any other information, you can go on to our website manoeuvreedu.com, guys. Okay, so stay tuned with us and we're gonna showcase this entire series, which will be really beneficial for you guys. Okay, so starting with it, so over here, as I told you, the show is gonna be entirely about the strategy, how you're gonna solve it in your exams, and also we'll solve few questions. So the strategy to solve error deduction and sentence improvement. In this slide, I'm gonna discuss the strategy, guys. Now, what is error deduction? Error deduction and sentence improvement is nothing but, guys, they are grammar based questions, guys. This question type will test your grammar knowledge. Okay, how good is your grammar will be tested by the topic called as error deduction or the sentence improvement, guys. The first and the foremost technique to solve a question which is based either on error deduction or sentence improvement is read the statement loudly. Very important is your reading part when it comes to English section, guys. Reading is very important. जहाँ पे आपका flow टूट रहा है, when you read the statement loudly, जहाँ पे आपका flow टूट रहा है, वहाँ पे you will find there is an error. You will spot an error there itself. So read the statement loudly, understand the meaning of the statement, which is the most crucial part when it comes to error deduction. Error deduction is nothing, guys, but a statement which is fragmented into 5 parts. It is one of the most easiest topic when it comes to scoring. It is take away piece of cake, guys. Just remember certain rules and you are done with error deduction. Okay, the second most important strategy is to check the tense. Very important is do not go into much details of the tense, but the 3 main tenses, the past, present and future, is enough. And if the entire statement is going in the past tense, then the one word which is in your present tense will be your error. So always check the tense properly, guys. Next is the strategy to solve is check the subject verb agreement. Very important is the subject verb agreement. What does it mean? I mean to say Ram play good cricket, play good cricket, या Ram plays good cricket. Okay, so over here Ram play good cricket is an wrong English. Why? Because if this Ram, which is your subject, is singular, the base form of the verb over here is gonna be plural, guys. So this is a wrong one, and plays is a correct answer, because in subject verb agreement they are inversely related. The subject, if it is singular, the base form of the verb, not the helping verb I'm talking about, the base form of the verb will be plural, guys. They are inversely related in when it comes to subject verb agreement. So at Manoeuvre, when you enroll with us, we're gonna start directly from the basic, guys. So if any other, you get variation of the questions, a different type of question comes out of grammar, then also you can solve it very easily, because the concepts are gonna be very much clear with us. Okay, next is the parallelism. Okay, the parallelism is of three types. Like, it can go with the noun, the adverb, and your adjectives. Okay, so when I say Aishwarya Rai walked beautifully and graceful, okay, the word is beautifully and graceful, so it cannot go this way. If you're using the word beautifully, the second one cannot be your adjective, guys. If this is my adverb, make sure that both of it are your adverbs only. When you're talking about the same person, okay, when you're using the same words, when you're using the same meaning, it cannot be one adverb and one adjective. Both has to be adverbs, guys. So beautifully, and the correct one is gracefully. Aishwarya Rai walked the canes beautifully and gracefully. Correct? So beautifully and graceful is a wrong English. Yeah, beautiful and gracefully is a wrong English, because when I'm talking about the action walk, I want, this is my verb. Okay, so next to it I want an adverb. I cannot use an adjective. I need an adverb, guys. Okay, so beautifully and gracefully. Am I clear about it? Okay. So this is parallelism for you guys. Next is the check the usage of preposition. Preposition is the most difficult thing to detect. My experience tells me that rest of the things are done very easily. Preposition becomes a bit difficult for the students. So the concept of in, at, on, with, for, from, all that has to be very clear in your mind. At Manoeuvre we teach you these things in real detail. So you have a proper eye on preposition. But before going on to a no error option, always check the usage of preposition. Very, very important is a preposition, guys. Just a small word in at, but it makes a lot of difference. Okay, next is check whether the rules of nouns, pronouns, verbs, etc. are followed. There are various rules when it comes to nouns, pronouns, verbs. Like say collective noun takes singular verb. Correct? So these are certain things, certain rules which you should be aware when you have to solve error detection. तो इससे क्या होता है कि आपका error detection बहुत fast solve होता है. If you know the rules, if you know the types of questions what they're gonna ask, it becomes really faster, easier, and quite close to the accuracy. Correct? Next comes is the pronouns. Pronouns are what? They're the words used instead of the nouns, guys. So once if the pronoun is used, correct, then usko connecting grammar kaun sa chahiye? If the subject is singular, then the connecting grammar is going to be singular. So if one should do one's duty or one should do his or her duty, so the correct answer is one should do one's duty. So there are so many rules, okay, when it comes to pronouns. All that has to be clear in your mind, so the error detection becomes very quick and easy, guys. Next is verbs. Verbs are also very important. Verbs के और pronoun के almost rules same होते हैं. So both can be done parallelly. एक बार आपका pronoun हो जाता है, verb becomes very, very easy, guys. Okay, subject verb agreement, and there are so many other things when it comes to verb. So in all there are so many other rules for the preposition, conjunction, all these things we do in details at the Manoeuvre lectures. Okay, so guys, let's go on for solving some questions. Okay, so over here the first topic I have taken is the error detection, guys, and I am reading the direction for you. Read the sentence to find out whether there is any grammatical error in it. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence, guys. Very important. There can be no two answers. There will be error in any one part only, guys. The number of that part is the answer. If there is no error, the answer is 5. Okay, that is the no error option. Okay, which is mentioned over here. Ignore errors of punctuation. So do not go into the minor details of question mark, comma, full stop and everything. That is not required. Okay guys, so let's go on to the first questions. I'm gonna read over here. You got to pause my video for some time, after that solve yourself and then come back to my explanation, so you will come to know how accurate you are in this topic. Going on with the first question over here. Indian scientists are no way inferior than any other scientists in the world. The fifth being the no error part. Okay, over here this is the first question and these are the options. If the error is in the first part, your answer will be A1, and accordingly if it's in the second part, the answer will be B2. The sentence which is fragmented into 5 parts for you. Okay, so pause the video for some time and then come back to the explanation. Okay, now I start over here. Indian scientists are no way inferior than any other scientist in the world. Now we see here the Indian scientists are compared with other scientists. Okay, so the adjective over here used is the inferior, which is nothing but the OR word. It is nothing but the OR word. Now you should be aware of this rule, that the OR words which is ending in OR means the OR words like inferior, superior, exterior, major, minor, prior. All these words guys are followed by to and never by then. So this then is the wrong usage guys. So the correct answer over here is B2. Indian scientists are no way inferior to any other scientist in the world. No error. Okay, because the OR words are always followed by to and never by then. Okay, be aware of this. So this was the first one. Okay, going on to the next question guys. Cattle were grazing in the meadows near our farm. Okay, the word cattle were grazing. Now over here this is the noun cattle. This is like the rule of sheep. You never use the word sheeps, correct? There are 10 sheep. There is one sheep. Okay, the word sheep remains same. It cannot change with the number of it. So the same way, there is never cattles. It is always cattle. Okay, cattle were grazing in the meadows. So the error is in the first part itself. The correct answer is cattle. It can never be cattles. It is always cattle. So these are so many various words over here which you have to be careful. Okay, going on to the next one guys. Despite having inspected and pronounced safe earlier, the century-old bridge collapsed after a train went across it. No error. Now one more thing I would like to tell you over here is, always for error detection, always read what you are seeing on the screen. Do not add your own words. Do not minus anything from it. If over here it is inspected, then you should have the D sound. Inspected. Pronounced. So you should have the D sound in your ears when you're talking, when you're speaking that word. So despite having inspected and pronounced safe earlier. Okay, so now you pause on the video for some time and try to identify the error. Okay, and then come back to the explanation. I go on with ahead with the explanation guys. Now I am seeing over here the entire sentence is in the past tense. Okay, when my entire sentence, how I'll come to know by the words inspected, pronounced, correct? So this is telling me it is a past tense sentence. Then how can I use this in a present tense? It has to also be in a past tense. So the word collapse is an error. We want a word collapsed. Despite having been inspected and pronounced safe earlier, the century-old bridge collapsed. It can't be collapsed. Collapsed after a train went across it. So the correct option is C3. Okay, because my error is in the third part. Am I clear about it? Okay, moving on to the next one. Hardly he had entered the building when the security guard informed him that he had left his car door open in the parking lot. Okay, informed him, sorry. Okay, hardly he had entered the building. Now over here, pause the video for some time and come back to the explanation. I'm continuing with the same. Hardly had he. Now over here when I see the word hardly is what? is nothing but my adverb. Now the rule that when a sentence is introduced by an adverb, okay, when it is starting with an adverb, when it is introduced by an adverb, inverted form of the sentence is used, guys. Inverted form of the sentence is used. First understand what is a regular form of the sentence. I'll say that Ram is a good boy. This is the normal way of talking, correct? Ram is a good boy. Okay, when I say this Ram is my noun and this is my verb. So always the statement starts this way, that first you use a noun and then you use a verb. This is the regular pattern, correct? Noun or pronoun, say he is a good boy, but any which ways you will have first a noun or a pronoun and which will be followed by a verb. But when you're talking about an inverted form, it makes that iska ulta ho jayega, pehle verb aayega, then it will be noun or pronoun as the case is. But ye situation ek hi time aata hai entire English mein when your statement is introduced by an adverb, guys. So the word hardly over here is telling me it is an adverb. So the words like barely, scarcely, seldom, all these are your adverbs, okay? So hardly, he had entered nahi, hardly had he entered the building, inverted form, pehle mera verb aayega, baad mein mera pronoun aayega, correct? So hardly had he entered the building when the security guard called and informed him that he had left his car door opened in the parking lot. So hardly had he, the error is in the first part, guys. Okay, so these are certain rules which you should know. It is mandatory to solve an error deduction with accuracy and very limited time. You know, बहुत कम time में error deduction के questions होते हैं. My students solve it just say around in 35 to 40 seconds per question. So समझो आपके पास कितना extra time मिलेगा दूसरे questions के लिए. Okay, moving on to the last question of error deduction over here. Okay, I read. One of them forgot to take their bag from the school. Okay guys, now pause the video and try to find out the error by yourself. Till then I move ahead with the explanation. One of them forgot to take their video. Now when I'm talking about one of them, okay, one. So my subject is singular, guys. Understand one thing. My subject is singular. When my subject is singular, how can my connecting grammar over here be plural, guys? If I'm talking about one of them, you know, I'm talking about one person, then how can I use a plural pronoun over here? I need to write over here his or her bag. Okay, one of them forgot to take his or her bag from the school. So the error is in part 3. Okay, so over here in our class we, you know, solve 50 to 60 questions, so whereby आपको पूरा concept clear हो जाता है, correct? Now going on to the next question type based on the grammar rules is nothing but your sentence improvement, guys. It is called as sentence improvement. I read the direction. In the following questions, a sentence has been given with some of its part bold. You can see over here. To make the sentence grammatically correct, you have to replace the bold with the correct alternatives given below. Okay, you have to choose one from here. If the sentence is correct as it is, give the option 5th, which is your no replacement. वहाँ पे no error था and यहाँ पे आपका no replacement होगा. Okay, as your answer, that is no correction is required. Am I clear about it? So moving on to the first question, guys. The Unique Identification Authority of India has asked the public not to share their personal information with unauthorized agencies for laminate or print for print or laminate their Aadhaar cards. Okay, now ये level का question तो आप expect करना, इतना length रहेगा नहीं, ये level आपका expect करना. Now over here when I see the bold one, now the most important part is you have to always check these two, you know, relevance. ये आपका हमेशा अच्छे से होना चाहिए. Okay, information with unauthorized agency for print or laminate. Now if you know about the rule that the you know, verb which is followed after a preposition will always be in the gerund form, guys. Okay, will always be in the gerund form. Gerund form of the verb means by applying ing. जैसे sing है, so to sing is your infinite form and singing is the gerund form. Okay, singing is nothing but your gerund form. So for print or laminate, for printing or laminating, okay, see over here, unauthorized agencies for printing or laminate. See, when you're using two same verbs, two verbs when you are using, and which is joined by or and, check it that they are in the same form. If they are in the gerund form, both has to be in the gerund form. One can't be in the gerund form and the other can't be in the infinite form. Okay, so this option is not setting. Unauthorized agencies for printing or lamination, okay, is this setting? Yes, this is my correct option. Unauthorized agencies for print or lamination is not the correct answer. For print and laminating is also not the correct answer choice. So printing or lamination, there Aadhaar cards. Okay, moving ahead with the next question. I seldom buy expensive phones as I find it a waste of money to spend money on expensive phones. Okay, now over here the bold is seldom buy. Okay, so what is the best way? Pause the video and come back to the explanation. Seldom or never buy. Am seldom, I am seldom buy, this is not setting. Okay, I seldomly buy. See, understand the word seldom is already your adverb, so you can't add ly to it. Okay, so this is also a wrong form. Seldomingly is also a wrong one. So over here seldom is always followed by never or never. Okay, so I seldom or never buy expensive phones is my correct usage. Am I clear? So over here the A option is my correct answer. Okay, moving on to the last question of this show. Despite its attractiveness, FDI is being risky owing to the possibility of fall down of the local market. Okay, now despite its attractiveness, FDI is being risky. It is not sounding correct. Okay, now over here I look at the answer choice. Has been risky, FDI has been risky owing to, it is also not suiting. Can be risky, see, has been risky and is risky is an absolute wrong English, guys. So ये तो आपका वैसे उन लोग का fill-ups थे तो आपके eliminate हो गए. Now there can be a confusion in a student's mind between can be risky and might be risky. Now despite its attractiveness, it is very attractive. Okay, so when you are talking about attractive things, you need a strong point of view to present ahead, correct? So might is not that strong point of view, it is not giving you, but the word can is giving you a strong point of view, guys. So despite its attractiveness, FDI can be risky owing to the possibility of fall down of the local market. So can be risky is the correct answer over here. So this is the way that you have to solve, understanding the meaning of what the author is trying to tell you, correct, and also applying the grammar rules. Together when done, it is very easy and very scoring, which can be done in a very little time, correct? Okay, so over here in this slide I'm giving you the information again. We are actually located at 3 places in Mumbai, that is Borivali, Dadar and Vasai, but unfortunately all these classes due to this lockdown have been closed. But we are, you can connect us for the online lecture by calling us on this number only, guys. Okay, that is 8828581455. We are pan India, guys, so do call on this number for any query, any assistance to enroll, guys, or do visit our website manoeuvre.edu.com, hotel management. Stay safe, stay at home, and be safe, but don't forget your targets. Okay, all the best and prep smart, guys. Thank you.